channel. And if you're new here, welcome to the Vibe Tribe family. Happy to have you. Today is Monday, which means it's Make It Monday, and we will be playing with resin. Oh yes, I got my resin order in, and I've got some new ideas and techniques I want to try. Did they work out? Just gotta watch, find out. It's a Cherri video. It's squirrely. So let's just get on into it. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you join the Vibe Tribe family by hitting that little red subscribe button. Yep, just right down there. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when my videos upload. And if you like today's video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, as it does let me know I'm on the right track for creating content. If you don't like it, well, thanks for the watch time. Thanks for helping me too. Yeah, I know. I changed that up. Squirrel!
Hey everyone, how's it going? How's your day so far? Hopefully it's a fantabulous one. Cherri here, aka Diamond Art Addiction. And welcome to Make It Monday. Yes, I know I was in ghost mode. There was no videos since my live last week. Family first. I will share a little bit more in tomorrow's Let's Talk Tuesday, but today we're here for Make It Monday. I am filming so late in the day, but every time I turned around, either someone was going to cut the grass, the children are out screaming like little banshees, walking dogs, looking in my room. What you doing? Oh, do I know you? No? Okay, get out of my window. You get it. So this is definitely going up a little bit later. So for today's Make It Monday, as you can see, we have two different pieces here. We poured this one last week. I poured this one beginning last week, and then I did two more layers to it. And then I did do a little different geode type thing. It didn't turn out the way I wanted. It wasn't what I was going for, but I already demolded it, so I will insert that clip right about here, and then we'll come back and chat. Hey guys, I don't know when this is for Make It Monday. Make It Monday. It's Thursday, and I'm about to take this piece uptown. I haven't taken it out of the mold yet, but I'm pretty excited for it. So let's demold this, shall we? I don't have any issues with these molds. So not exactly how I wanted it to turn out. That's not what I was going for, but that's what I got. So I need to keep playing. Keep working with the resins and keep going from there. That's all you can do. But that is not what I was aiming for. That's what I got, but that's not what I was aiming for. There's the back of it. That's kind of what I wanted on the bottom, was this kind of design here, but that is what we ended up with. So it is what it is. We keep rolling and pushing forward. Hope you guys have a fantabulous day. I'll see you in the next clip. And we're back. So as you can see from that, it definitely did not turn out the way I wanted it to. There was too much of this in here. Like, I like the way it looks on this side, but that's the bottom. This is the top. So I'm learning, right? Right. Okay, good. I'm glad we did. We agree. I'm learning. So today we're going to demold these, and then I got some new molds in, and I got this one here. So this is going to be layered. And then I got this one here, which is like you get that geode. And I got this fire opal in. So what I'm gonna do, so I got this fire, oh, it's not just, look at like, where's the camera? Come on now, work with me. So let me open this up. We'll take a look. So what I'm going to do with this fire opal is I'm going to put it around the outside of this here. And I got amethyst, ocean, and fire opal. I am going to get some more. Like, these aren't exactly cheap, you know. So let's open this up. Look at that. Oh, is that not just gorgeous, you guys? So that's the fire opal. And they always look bigger in the pictures on Amazon. And then I got amethyst. I just got these in, oh, you guys, you'll have to watch tomorrow's Let's Talk Tuesday. And I'm going to tell you about my weekend that I was in ghost mode. That's probably a good reason because I was a royal bitch. But we'll talk about that in Let's Talk Tuesday. We're here for the crafts today. Come on, open. This is the amethyst. And I think I am, when I'm done filming, I am probably going to go order the other ones. This one is called Ocean. I think there was a couple others there. I also, oh, you guys, I am so excited. I have been learning so much. You know, unfortunately, I'm sorry, you guys. I have sucked when it comes to watching diamond painting videos because I've been watching a lot of resin videos. And I do apologize. But again, we'll talk tomorrow. Let's Talk Tuesday is going to have quite a bit of chit-chatting. So this one here is Ocean. And these are called ice resin. I got them on Amazon. I also got my first order from Michael's in. And I now have a bunch of different colors of crushed glass. In today's video, not only are we going to be using molds, I'm going to do my first free pour. And what that means is I'm basically going to take epoxy resin and I am going to attempt to make like a resin bowl, casting bowl. And I'm going to shape it myself. So I think we need to get into the demolding of these. Let's see how these turned out. And then I am going to explain a little bit of the difference between epoxy and casting resin because, I only know so much. I'm not ready to do a tips and tricks video yet because I don't feel I know enough, but I know there is a difference in resins. So this one here is the crystal phone stand. Squirrel, we're just totally jumping. Squirrel, yeah, jumping. So this is the crystal phone stand. This is from CottonCandyMolds on Instagram. Anything that you guys see linked from molds to the resin, I will link down in the description box. So that way, you know, if you want to try them out yourself, please feel free. But we poured this last week. This has been sitting in this mold for a week. So we should not have any issues. Hopefully. I actually, not only, I've gotten a lot of different stuff in, you guys. Okay, so here comes the stand piece. It came out absolutely easy. That is a pinky, purple, bluey, glittery fun field is what that is. So yeah, I got a heat gun in now, so I don't have to use the torch because we all know Cherri and torches don't mix. Torch bad, heat gun good. Okay, and here is that I like. So this is for somebody. Like I made this for somebody in particular, but if you, anything that you see me doing, if you want me to make you a piece, reach out to me. I am new, so right now, you know, I ain't gonna be charging a whole lot for nothing. So basically this here can sit there like that, and then you can set your phone on it. I will be pouring another one today. So now we're gonna do, so these two pieces were poured with this. We're gonna talk a little bit about resin. This is pourable plastic. It is clear casting resin. And then this here comes with the curing agent right here. So casting resin is different from epoxy resin. Epoxy resin, which is this right here from Art Resin. So far, this is my favorite. This is a bit of a more softer resin. This is where I go by weight and I use a scale. So you will see me in the time lapse using a scale to weigh the resin and the hardener. It is whatever amount of resin is the same for this. Now with the pouring, the casting resin right here, this here, you need 2 parts resin, 1 part curing agent. So this here, the pouring resin takes longer to cure. Like I've usually, if I'm using the casting resin, this stuff right here in the jugs, this here, I would let cure for probably 3 days. With the art resin, the epoxy, 24 hours. So whatever I pour tonight, I will film the demolding tomorrow for next week's. Make it Monday minus the free pour. That's gonna take me a few days to do because it's multi-layered. But you will get to see the results next week, whether it worked or not. We'll go from there. So that is the difference between the resins. I've learned that, you definitely don't want to put too much heat towards, a mold. I learned that. Okay, this turned out okay. I'm happy. Squirrel. We're gonna squirrel now, you guys. Like, yeah, I've got to smooth down the edges. So for this piece here, I used a transparent tint. I believe for this one, I'm gonna have to get more water. I used the turquoise. This is ice resin. I got this off of Etsy. Again, I will link everything down below. This is what I used for the first, because it's transparent. You can see through it. I just got opaque dyes in, so we'll be having some fun with those. So I did the clear turquoise layer first, and then I took some of the crushed glass, this color here, because I dropped it and I have to now find a container. I used this color of crushed glass. Like if I order from Michael's, I have it in like 2 days. I was blown away. So I did that throughout here to see how it would sit in the resin. And then I used a pearlescent emerald for the bottom, which was this here, which is from Jacquard. Again, most of the stuff I got off Amazon, and I've learned you don't need a whole lot. I've learned a lot, you guys. I've learned a lot. So I'm good. I'm happy with how this turned out. I'll definitely have to watch my placement of the crushed glass, because in some you see blue, in other places it's like you're looking at the bottom of it. And I do have a little bit of bumping, like some crushed glass sticking out on the bottom, but I did not want to overfill the mold. So am I happy with this? Absolutely. I am. I'm happy with how this turned out. This would be like a crescent moon, and it's a tray, like a little trinket tray or whatever you'd want it to be. So I am very happy with how these two pieces turned out. Okay, now we're gonna set those to the side over here with the rest of my resin stuff. I actually have, I've got like 2 tables that I use for doing this. Okay, you guys, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna mix a bunch of epoxy resin, and then I'm gonna put you guys into time lapse because I've gotta put some resin. I'm gonna weigh it. Then I'm going to put the resin in the glasses of warm water. I'm gonna have to get fresh warm water because I'm just too squirrely. I should have known better. But because this resin cures, like it starts getting gooey in about a half hour. You got about a half hour, 45 minutes for kind of free flow pouring, and then it starts getting a little bit thick and chunky. So I will only be doing so many at a time. I am gonna be making another one of these, and it is gonna be for somebody in particular. And then I don't know if I'm gonna do another moon one today or not. It's going to the side. We are going to be doing one of these. We are going to be doing one of those. We're going to be doing the lotus flower. This is a new mold that I just got in. Same with the pot leaf, just got that. And then we're going to do this mold here for sure. I might do some runes. And the reason why I want to do the runes is I got this here. I seen it in a video. I can't remember what video. I'm sorry. I can't shout out the channel because I'm not huge in the resin community yet. I'm just kind of in the background. But I've seen this here. It's Casting Craft Opaque Pigment Concentrate. Again, I got this on Amazon, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put like a small transparent color so you can see the rune. Like I'm only gonna fill it up half, add a little bit of glitter or whatnot, and then I'm gonna put this on the back of it. So this will be a multi-layered. These are all actually going to be multi-layering projects that I'm doing tonight. Okay. Alright, guys. I'm going to throw you into time lapse. I will do a voiceover so you guys can, I'll kind of speak on what I'm doing, etc., etc. Hopefully I don't work too fast so I'm not trying to keep up with what I'm doing. So I'll try and keep that in the back of my mind. I will try not to squirrel too much, but you guys, it's almost been a week since I filmed. Actually, yeah, it's been a week since I filmed. So just, yeah, you know me. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know I'm squirrely. If you're new to the channel, welcome, happy to have you, but I'm squirrely as AF, just saying. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the time lapse. Hey, everyone, here we are. So, safety first, gotta get them gloves on. Next will be the N95 mask to help with not breathing in too many toxic fumes. I am now going to grab my scale. I am going to get it ready. Gotta grab that pen. We gotta mark our glasses, R for resin, and it'll be H for hardener. And then you're going to see me weigh them out in equal parts. I did 80 mils resin, 80 mils hardener, and I'm gonna weigh them up. I'm gonna set them in the water and let them sit for 5 minutes. This actually, I've learned, helps take out bubbles and gives your resin, it works. I like it, it works for me. So I let them sit in the warm water, kind of heat that resin up, which will, as I said, it'll help take out the bubbles. Okay, we'll talk more about that in the next one. And we're back. It's been about 5-6 minutes since I put those into the warm water. I'm gonna quickly go dump the water into the sink because I don't have much room to work with. I'm now next going to grab a big glass and I'm going to pour the resin. I always pour resin in first, scrape along the sides. Next will be the hardener. I'm gonna scrape along the sides, and then we are going to mix some more until we get clear, no foggy mixture. I'm back. Next, I take the torch, I put a little bit of heat to it, and now I'm gonna let it sit for about 5 minutes to help bring the bubbles up. I'm getting my little shot glasses ready for coloring. See you in the next one. Hey guys, we're back to normal. I am ready to start mixing, and here's like the thing like that. I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh my Lanta, I haven't even decided what I'm gonna be doing, and I've already got my stuff mixtured together, and I'm like, oh! So I think for this, I'm going to make the stand. I'm just gonna put a small layer. I'm gonna put a small layer of clear just in the stand. I'll let it set. I'll let it harden a bit. And then I'm going to place a sticker in and then another layer of clear resin. So I am just gonna pour right from this. And I've learned slow pouring is better. Just because that way I don't over pour. We don't want to over pour because then I won't have it all like I just did. Come on, you. Okay, so I've got my first layer of clear, because basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a sticker, like a butterfly or something, right in the center. So I did get the heat gun, so it's not like direct flame going on the resin like a torch. So let's see. Okay, that shit worked. Huh. See, another trick, you can do that if you don't have a heat gun. I highly do not recommend a torch. I'm also gonna take just a plain toothpick and I'm just gonna go along the edges without puncturing my mold. And this is something Amanda from CottonCandyMolds gave me the tip to do because I had to reorder a bunch of my molds, and she's like, what's going on, girl? I'm like, me and the torch don't mix. She's like, yeah, you know what? I hear that all the time. I'm like, okay, you made me feel a little bit better. So for the pot leaf, I think I'm gonna do my first layer in clear. I just don't know if I wanna go green, because I've always been doing these in green, or if I should, I don't want to go opaque at first. You know what? We're just going to do green. We are going to do the first layer in emerald. So what I'll do is I'll pour some resin into my little shot glass here. There we go, my little friend. And then I will put 10 drops, no more than 10. When you're using tints or dyes in your resin, you want to make sure that, you know, if you put too much of a dye, mica powder, or a tint, you may actually have problems curing your resin. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm gonna get my little popsicle stick, which I didn't even like completely forget the name of it. So I'm gonna put this transparent emerald as the first layer in the pot leaf, and then once it crystallizes, I am gonna put purple pot leaf confetti in, and then I think I'm going to do an opaque back. I've just got to figure out what's gonna work. Like I could use my white and then just put a little bit of tint in it. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So again, I am going to want to slow pour. Make sure I get into everywhere. This is a nice mold. It's nice and deep. I'm slowly learning how much resin I need for each layer. That is kind of important information that you kind of need to know. I have a new pot leaf phone stand coming. I also have the Hamsa phone stand coming. And it looks like I poured just enough of this emerald color for my first layer in the marijuana, the ganja leaf. Now I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take the heat gun, get rid of any bubbles, then I'm gonna take the toothpick, and then I'm gonna move on. So I'm gonna put you guys in time lapse again, because I'm not all sure what I'm gonna do, and then I can just kind of do a voiceover and explain what I'm doing, and we'll go from there. And then when I come to do the free flow, then you guys will see me. We're gonna do that together, not in a time lapse. See you in the time lapse. And we're back. As you can see, I am quickly just using the heat gun over the resin. I'm now using the the toothpick to go through and make sure no bubbles. Now I'm not quite sure what I want to do. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll use the rose quartz. And I decided to put the first layer on the crystal phone stand as a rose quartz, but I didn't weigh out enough at first. I had to mix some more. So unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be evenly colored. I'm still learning, you know, like how much resin I need for each thing. So that's what I did. And I'm like, no, okay, yeah, no. Now I'm like, okay, now I put a little bit of resin along this geode, and I'm going to take the fire opal like I showed you guys earlier. I'm going to sprinkle it all around the edges. And then I am going to put a layer of clear resin in. You will see me mix more resin in a moment. I did not do the water trick, and this time I have tons of bubbles as I'm watching it settle. I should have just done the water trick and quit trying to be so impatient. Okay, you guys, I will see you in the next clip. I forgot to mention when I was talking earlier that I decided to mix everything resin first, weigh it evenly on the scale, so I didn't use 2 small cups. I didn't put it in the water, and A, it took me longer to mix, B, a lot more bubbles. So my best tip so far, if you're going to use epoxy, definitely warm your resin in the water. It works. Okay, you guys, we are back to regular video. We're going to chat. So before I mixed... Oh, I might not be able to use this. Nope. See, this is what happens if you let epoxy sit for too long. it gets really chunky and I don't need it that chunky. So if I was using casting resin, this wouldn't happen. It wouldn't get that. Now for my free flow that I'm going to be doing shortly here, that is kind of what I want. That's why I have so much resin poured. But now I'm going to have to remix some of the ruby up because I let that sit too long. It'll be the same for this. Shoot. Resin is not cheap. So lesson learned. On a go forward, I need to plan what it is I want to do before I freaking pour my resin and mix it all together. See, this is going to go well this time because I know what I'm doing now. But because I did that, I think that's a nice thing that happened. I think I'm going to go transparent turquoise. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was a bit much. Hopefully it cures. Okay, so while we're mixing this together, yeah, see, this is what I want. I want my resin to still be pourable, so I can still kind of control where it goes, but you don't want it like casting resin. It takes a long time for it to, you got lots of time to work with it. And I haven't been working with epoxy for quite some time. So now I'm going to mix a little bit of this opaque right here, this casting white color. So this is going to be an opaque white. And then I'm going to do this little flowering technique that I seen on Instagram. So I don't know if it's already opened. Nope, I need to open it. Where be the scissors? Scissors over here. So you guys are gonna get to watch me do this, and then we are gonna pause and I am gonna get ready for the free flow. I'm looking forward to that. Like, I think I can manage it. Open. I didn't go down far enough. Okay. So from what I've seen in this video, you don't need a lot of this white. So I put it on there. Let's get it in here. Whew, that casting resin, this stuff here, that shit stinks. Oh, I gotta remember that. All right, so we got our opaque white. We got our fire opal around the outside. Now I'm gonna try. Oh, shit. All right, we better move here. It's not quite the technique I seen, but I couldn't mess around there. I accidentally broke it and I'm not throwing out any more resin. Not happening. And then take the toothpick and I'm gonna kind of make some funky designs throughout the resin. It kind of helps make it mix. Once it gets a little bit, hopefully this will turn out. Once this hardens up a bit, I will put the bottom layer of clear on and hopefully this turns out. I don't know if it's going to, but I guess we'll have to wait and see, right guys? All right, so we're gonna pause. I'm gonna get everything set up and ready for the free flow. We may have time for the lotus flower, not sure. I can always make some more pieces over the next few days. I don't want this to be a 5,000 hour long video. So we're gonna get cleaned up and get ready for the free flow. And I'll try to explain that as I go. It'll be my first time. Okay, you guys, here we are. So this is something I seen on YouTube again. I can't shout the channel because I wasn't paying attention. But all I have right now is I got my Rubbermaid container that holds all my really thick plastic. If you're a Patreon, you will be seeing these in, I put my little minders in them. I'll also be handing these out next month in bundles to my Patreon. So if you're a Patreon, you'll be seeing them. If you're not a Patreon, you'd like to become one, again, everything's down in the description box. Okay, guys. So this is my lid for my crock pot. And you can, for free pour, you can from what I gathered, you can use anything, like you could use a serving tray, anything. I decided to go with this because it kind of has that indent, right? So I don't have to worry about anything flowing over. And then all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover this up with cling wrap. Once resin is cured and dried, this will come off of it. Come on, work with me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take some crushed glass and I'm gonna go along the outside. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start pouring in my resin. I'll start in the center, and I don't know, I think I should go the other way. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm creating what's gonna look like a bowl, a glass blown bowl, but it's actually resin. And I'm just wondering if this will work. It should. Well, whether it works or not, don't matter. We're going in, boys and girls. That's basically what this is this is all me experimenting new things. You don't know unless you do it. So I'm gonna give it a shot. We'll figure out if it works. In a few hours, I will come back down and I'm gonna take it off of the lid, and then I'm gonna put it over a bowl and start shaping it the way I want it to go. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm taking some of this crushed glass. You can see right there, this is the color in the bag. It's just a light blue. And I'm just gonna, it doesn't need to be done prop. From what I've seen this chick do, man, she just kind of went along the edging. I'm definitely gonna have to fix it up because it's all going to the center and that's not what I want. So basically this is what she did. She went along like that. I'll set this over here because it's gonna need a bag now. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and so you guys can kind of see where I'm going with this, right? Like this is going to be the outside. It might even be a little bit too much glass, but some of it is going to take, some of it won't. Like when I go to take this off, a lot of this is probably going to fall off because I'm not going to resin it right up to there. I just want to do a small amount, just to kind of get a feel for it. If you guys know what I mean, I am going to take some of the glass off. So you guys will get to see this in next week's Make It Monday. And we'll get to see how it turned out because it is going to be a process. Like they said, when you go to make things like this, it takes time, patience, and creativity. I've got creativity. I got time. Patience, not so much. No, me and patience, we don't get along too well. I'm learning. I'm trying. You got to give me credit, guys. I'm trying. I'm one of those people, like when I want something, I want it done now. I don't want to have to wait forever to what it's going to feel like is going to be forever. So basically, I want the crushed glass to be the outer edge of my little project here. So I'm trying to make sure. I was actually talking to, I was in a video chat this morning with a few people there. I'm in a chat group there, and it was the first time I'd spoken to anybody in the community since Wednesday of last week, minus my friend in Scotland. But yeah, like family, man. Family shit happens, you know? And Okay, so this is what it is. It's not going to be perfect, but I don't want it to be perfect. I think, you know, we're just going to kind of have fun with it. So basically what I've seen her do is I don't want to add any color right now. So I'm just going to kind of start. And that is basically what I watched her do, is what you guys just watched me do. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to kind of get the glass in with the resin. Then I'll add a little bit of heat to it, get rid of some bubbles, and then I'm going to let it sit here for, I don't know, a few hours. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to start shaping it over a bowl and start making my little thingy. Maduod hickey bobber. You guys know what I'm talking about. That's right, you guys do. So that took all of the resin I had left. We're gonna add some heat. Okay, so we got a little bit of heat. I can still see some bubbling, so I am gonna torch a little bit. My friend torch. We don't want it to go through the plastic. Okay. So there we have it, folks. We've got the free flow pour, we've got the geode mold, we got the crystal stand, and we got the pot leaf. That is what we poured for today's video. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It does let me know I'm on the right track for creating content. And tomorrow we will have our Let's Talk Tuesday. We're going to sit down, we're going to chat, we're going to dime paint, we're going to do our thing. So on that note, I am going to bid thee all farewell. I look forward to seeing if the free flow pour works and sharing it with you guys in next week's Make It Monday. We have some major unboxings coming up this week with some whip-in chats. Don't forget, the hashtag DP Get Your Big Double G On event ends. This is our last live this Wednesday. We will be live on Melissa's channel. On that note, guys, I am now going to bid thee all farewell. Stay positive, live blessed, and until the next time, many, many blessings. Hashtag Vibe Tribe. Bye, guys.